this motherfucker jumping, who gon' take it too far? I'm tryna see who pistol thumping, bullets light up the dark. Every time my body drop, it look like pieces of art. And with this chopper, paint the block up, nigga, call me Bob Ross. Hey, I'm who they wanna be, want me be the old me. New with me, just ride the beat, boy, Jay got the best of me.
Yes, sir, man. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Curtis Cash here, back with another video, man. So, it's been some rumors going around, man, as far as Billy Donovan and him getting fired from OKC, and that adding to a search, coach search for the Bulls, right? You see it right here, the article or whatever. So, a lot of people been making videos and everything like that. I don't know, bro. Like, Billy Donovan is a good coach, or whatever. My thing is, my only thing is, Billy Donovan had Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony. I think he had probably like a year of KD. And, things like that, bro. I'm not necessarily saying he's a bad coach, but he, for the most part, in my eyes, he didn't even make the most of what he had when he had, some pieces on his team. He didn't, I guess, make the right coaching decisions, right? And the fact they even fired him after a season like he did, the season they had was wonderful just now, right? They took the Rockets to 7 games. Y'all still fired the man. And now he's popping up on our radar. I'm still in the boat of Kenny Atkinson and Dan Craig. So far, I just want to see what they saying so far. He says, who's the Joakim? So what is this Joakim talking right here? Let me see. It says, I think Coach Donovan is somebody who cares about his players, but really cares about his players. But Noah told ESPN in 2015 when discussing playing for Donovan at Florida. Oh, okay. So this is Joakim. So he's talking about Donovan when he played for him in college. I know he would be there for me, and that's a great feeling. I always felt it was more the basketball with Coach Donovan. Okay. He was the best coach I ever had. I got nothing but love for him. I have nothing bad to say about him. I think he's somebody in great balance. Multiple reports indicate the Bulls likely are interested in Donovan, and a source on Wednesday confirmed it. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. But let me see. With Donovan in the mix, the Bulls are the only team interested in him. It adds an entirely new layer to the search. Unlike Atkinson, Donovan has actually won consistently at an NBA level. He finished his time with the Thunder with a 60%, basically 60% winning percentage, and never finished below 57.3. Donovan's playoff numbers are less impressive, with a 43 win percentage. But the Western Conference has been a powerhouse lately, and there is an argument to be made that he's overachieved with at least 3 of his 5 Thunder teams. The same cannot be said for Atkinson, who seems to be more hyped than some. Okay, I mean, that is true. And then they bring up stats for Atkinson in his 4 seasons with Brooklyn. Atkinson finished over 500 just once, 42-50 in 2018-19, and was fired. Okay, I mean, that is true. But I think it was more because with what he had. Kenny Atkinson didn't have the greatest players on his team. He had D'Angelo Russell at one point. D'Angelo Russell had just became, getting himself together and developing into some type of, decent star, if you would want to say. But he wasn't all the way star at that point. And he ended up leaving Brooklyn. So that messed that up. He ended up leaving Brooklyn to go to the Warriors. And then Kenny Atkinson didn't even get to coach Kyrie for real or KD. So Kenny Atkinson always had a young team anyway, and that's why the only reason I feel he would fit more is because he dealt with young players before, right? He had a good relationship with his young players, even though they didn't have the best season or nothing like that. It's still the fact that certain players, even like Karis LeVert, turning out to be a great player now. Basically, probably the third best player on the team was going crazy in the bubble. Karis LeVert was going crazy in the bubble, right? So I think it's more like development. From a development standpoint, I feel like we should get Atkinson. We know Billy Donovan can win. It depends, man. Depends on how that's gonna go and how he's gonna coach, bro. I mean, I wouldn't mind having Donovan, but I feel like I still would take Atkinson over him, bro. Also, right, this Chris Paul thing, right? There's been a lot of talk about Chris Paul and a possible trade the Bulls can get him. I don't even know why this is a thing. We're a young team. I know it's not more of a win now state at the moment, because we still need more development. And if we trade for Chris Paul, I feel like we're gonna have to give up a lot. So I wanted to see the potential trades that they are trying to say we could do for Chris Paul, and that means with Kobe White is gonna come off the bench. We already have a young team. We already have the number 4 pick. What are we trading for Chris Paul for? So this is the number 3. They say Bulls get Chris Paul, Dennis Schroeder, future first round pick, and we give up Zach LaVine and Otto Porter Jr. So we just lose our shooting guard off back. Then we have a 4th round pick. So unless we're gonna trade that and get another shooting guard, I don't even think that's the best decision right there. Anyway, I'm not even really gonna even read into all that because nah. And I think they only doing that because of the contracts. For the most part, it's for the contract because Chris Paul has a big contract. That's more reason of why would we take him? So let's see number 2, man. Bulls get Chris Paul. We trade Thaddeus Young, Otto Porter Jr., and an unprotected first round pick. Okay. I mean, in my eyes, I want to get Thaddeus Young off our team. I do want to get Thaddeus Young off our team. Sucks. Did not do great for us this season. Otto Porter Jr., I don't even know what he was doing this season. Get rid of him. And we're giving them an unprotected first, 2022. My thing is, his contract and what's gonna happen with Kobe White. We're just gonna have Kobe White still developing behind Chris Paul, which will be interesting. We'll have Kobe White developing behind Chris Paul. And it'll be more mentorship than us trying to. We still might hopefully make the playoffs. Depending on who we get as the 4th pick. Depending on what we do with the 4th pick, but I feel like we're going to keep our 4th pick. This whole Chris Paul thing is, I'm just looking at it as far as like it's been going around. Like a lot of people been saying the Chris Paul trade woman to the Bulls. Like now I can see with the Bucks because they need a veteran guard over there, and that'll probably just put them on to the next level. So Giannis does not have to leave. They can trade somebody like Bledsoe and stuff like that, to eat up that contract. But this is not about the Bucks. This is about the Bulls, right? I don't know about the whole Chris Paul situation. So let's look at the last one, right? I'm not gonna look at that. I mean, I already kind of, if that could happen, I kind of would agree. But I'll have to look at both of their contracts. I don't know what we gave Thaddeus Young. This is number 1. Bulls get Chris Paul and Steven Adams. We trade Thomas Satoransky, Lauri Markkanen, Thad Young, Otto Porter Jr. That's interesting, bro. There's almost no way that the Bulls can get a salary matching without extending OPJ. Yeah, OPJ has to go. His contract is too big. If we was to ever do a trade as far as like a big contract like Chris Paul, OPJ would have to go. He would there's no ifs and buts. And plus, he hasn't been playing up to nothing. So why is he there? Thunder got a whole bunch of picks. This is a bunch of young players besides Thaddeus Young. Otto Porter's kind of up there in age. But I mean, they got a whole bunch of picks. What do you guys have to lose from if you was to take a trade like this? But something like this, I don't see this really ever going down, bro. And it's crazy that this is even a rumor to go around because get this off my screen. What are we doing, bro? Okay, let alone that we already look at the OKC coach, right? And then we got trade rumors going on for Chris Paul. So we just got something really tied to the OKC for the past day or two right now, for some reason. Like I said about the Billy Donovan situation, I wouldn't mind having Billy Donovan, but I think I would rather have Kenny Atkinson more for player development and the relationship he had with his players, even though they weren't winning as much, right? But he used what he worked with. You know, he didn't have superstars on his team. Billy Donovan had superstars on his team and was getting slapped in the playoffs. You know, he still had, like, I don't know, the playoffs was different because that record, you know, he was like 40-some%. But regular season, yeah. But like we say, regular season doesn't mean as much if you don't win it all. And that's a clear example of my Bucks. Best season 2 years in a row. Well, best winning season by any team 2 years in a row. Conference final exit, then second round exit. Regular season really kind of, it means something, but it doesn't at the same time. Because teams get prepared to play you every night. It's not like you play the team every other blue moon. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this video, man. I don't know about Billy Donovan. I wouldn't mind having him, but I don't know. Chris Paul, that whole Chris Paul situation, I'm not sure that's even gonna go down. I don't know why that's even a rumor for real. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this video. Hope y'all enjoy, man. I will be bringing the most bull news I can, you know, as everything pops up. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go ahead and get out.